everyone, Lauren Lipsy here with another tech tool. So I wanted to bring up Kahoot, and Kahoot is something that a lot of us have used in the past in the classroom, let's say for formative assessment checking questions. Students often find it engaging because it has that game-based approach to learning. And I was recently poking around on it and noticed that they actually have a new feature that really helps with self-paced learning. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, if you're not familiar with Kahoot, you will have to create an account and you will have to select the free educator subscription. So you can go ahead and go through that process. Here, I've just signed into a free educator account. Now, when I go to create, I can make my Kahoot. So you can go ahead and just click that. I'm just going to quickly walk through this process. Obviously, you can embed questions that pertain to your class, and Kahoot is pretty self-explanatory in the sense that you enter the question in and the responses, simply selecting if there's one correct answer or multiple and indicating which ones. So we're going to go ahead and create a new one. The question is, what is your favorite part of the day? You can title it. Okay. You can create a cover image if you want. So there are a couple cute parts to Kahoot that you might consider embedding. Then I'm just going to simply go down to my question bank. So answer 1, morning, answer 2, lunch, answer 3, afternoon, and answer D, evening. Now, we do have to select one to be the correct answer. So let's say it's morning. I'm just going to go ahead and click answer. You have the opportunity to embed an image if you want. So if that fits into your instruction, you can definitely go through that process. Now, let's say I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and press done. The Kahoot is ready to be played. Okay, it's going to tell me, hey, add a cover image. You can go back and do that like I said. Click done. Okay, so now here's where the shift happens. I made my Kahoot and now I want to give this to students. So go ahead and go to your Kahoot here, and before you share it, we're actually going to embed a setting that says create as a challenge. So we want this to be a challenge rather than a game. So I'm going to click on my quiz, and right here I'm going to hit play. So once you get that, you have two options here for your virtual classroom, so play live together, and that's how you would normally play Kahoot as the classroom teacher, just live with your students, but I want to show you this assign as a challenge feature. So once it's ready, go ahead and play as an assignment, so for self-paced learning. Now, I love this. So you can actually assign a deadline to do this Kahoot. So whatever day and time makes sense for you, and you could push it out, really as far as you want to. Again, here when I look at the settings, it kind of goes through May 14th, today being April 17th. We don't want it to be too far away from our current time, right? So this really is that formative assessment tool. Now, a suggestion is to turn the question timer off, especially since this is a remote learning practice, right? And an assignment they're going to be doing independently. You certainly can keep it on, but from what I've been reading about Kahoot, it is suggested that you turn that timer off. Okay, and then you have a couple of other features that you can do according to your preference, like randomize the answer order, put a nickname generator in. I mean, it's completely up to you. So you can go ahead and click create. Okay, now it's ready to be shared. So now your settings are good for the self-paced learning. You can copy the link and just send it to students, and then that way they're going to get right into the Kahoot, or you can tell them to go to kahoot.it and type in the challenge pin. So whatever you'd like to do, you can always share directly on Google Classroom as well. So that is nice. And then it does embed the Remind app as well. So there's another option for you too. Once you've sent that out, just make note of that due date, that deadline that you've given students, and then your data will come back in your reports tab. So you can kind of check in on that, and you might be able to use that, right, to plan for your next step in instruction as well. So again, just something to keep in mind with Kahoot. I love that self-paced idea, and I hope you enjoy.